Alright, everybody, y'all know who it is, Metro Meta, and
At one Marcus Flowers.
And we'd like to thank you for watching and listening to our content. We'd like to thank you even more if you, leave a like, a comment.
Subscribe. Definitely subscribe. We need that. Subscribe. Subscription.
Hey, don't forget to share with all your friends and tell us how you feel.
And tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that you got it from 26 of Glencoe Media Network.
Keep it real.
Y'all know who it is. Metro Meta, he who shall not be named, he who will rise above. And I'm here with...
Marcus Flowers, a.k.a. Flo, a.k.a. call me what you want. Just don't call me lazy.
And this is Dust Off the Cartridge, episode 26. What volume is this?
Volume 3.
Volume 3. So, let's kick it off. What you playing?
So I will say I'm actually really playing WWE Battlegrounds. I will say it's actually it's surprisingly very fun. I was not expecting it to be as hooked as I am, especially considering that I bought it it was only like $15, so I've been playing that nonstop. I've been getting back into Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm basically playing a lot of games on the Switch just because...
The Yu-Gi-Oh! Game on the Switch?
Yes. Just because I don't really like playing the PS4 anymore because I know there's a better model out, and it's kind of just like, I have this inferior model. Like, I do not like it. But no, I'm probably going to get back on it soon because I have a few games I still want to get through, like Ghost of Tsushima. I'll probably go through that during break. So yeah, that's about it. What about you?
I'm playing through Pokemon Shield. I'm pretty much in a holding pattern until Cyberpunk drops on Thursday. Excited about that. But I'm
Hopefully.
Nah, it's dropping.
No more delays.
I'm excited about that. I'm also playing through The World Ends With You.
One thing about Cyberpunk, no homo. This is no homo. Penis size.
Yeah.
What will you make it? No homo.
I don't know.
Okay. What about the girth? No homo.
I don't know.
Okay, alright, continue.
But yeah, I'm playing The World Ends With You. I'm excited because they announced a sequel to that and an anime. Like, it's been like 10-something years since it launched. The controls are a bit wonky, so hopefully the sequel has better controls. But like, I am excited about that. It's been a lot of fun to get into that sort of like DS JRPG. I haven't played those in like a while, and so that's been a lot of fun.
Right. No,
but let's get into our first story. Mr. Neil Druckmann, come to the front of the stage. My boy Neil over here has become a co-president of NaughtyDog Entertainment. Now, he was famously the director of Last of Us Part 2.
Right.
And there are some people who don't like him as much, but this makes sense. Sony's doing a lot of changes with their studio. Like, they changed their studio to more match Disney, where, like, instead of being Sony blah, blah, blah studios, they're just Sony studios. And this probably is part of that move. I know they picked some talent from Guerrilla Games to move up.
Right.
And so this is probably just them moving everybody in line to get this, like, studio version set.
Right, and I will say Neil Druckmann, director of The Last of Us Part 2, when we talk about the Gaming Awards later, that's really been cleaning up. So just seeing that and Naughty Dog recognizing his talent and saying, yo, you need a bigger role. Like, you just don't need to be for one game. You could be over everything. So that's just like hard work, very rewarded.
Yeah. Speaking of moving, Casey Hudson and Mark Darrah have announced their departure from Bioware. And in unrelated news, EA is announcing its departure from Bioware as well pretty soon, probably.
So it's probably the death of Bioware.
I mean, EA loves shutting down studios, and when high-end talent like that starts dropping and starts leaving, I mean, I'm not saying BioWare is dead. I'm not saying that EA is going to shut down BioWare. I'm not saying that EA is going to turn BioWare into the next, Pandemic, Red Barrel, Visceral Studios. But
the writing's on the wall.
It's on the wall. And, come on. They haven't had a hit since, Mass Effect 2, maybe Dragon Age.
Yeah, and I definitely see it there because it's just like, what's the point? Like, BioWare's not doing anything.
If they are working on one new game, Dragon Age, if that game doesn't come out and does well, it's over. Like, it's over for them. It might still be over for them. So if you are working at BioWare, start shopping around. PAX is planning to host its in-person festival in 2021.
Pending public health improvements. This isn't smart. I would not have announced this just because the pandemic, not only is the pandemic still going on, cases are surging. And so what PAX is there like trying, we're holding out for the best. And it's trying to operate like it's a sports league like the NFL or the NBA or even just like the MLB, where we have to get this product out, we have to get this content out. The only problem is with PAX, they don't quite have the money of the NBA, of the MLB, of the NFL, and what they're not doing is they don't care. Like, the bottom line isn't humans, it's the profit.
Well, the other problem, PAX is like, like, you can't have a bubble for PAX.
Right.
Like, that's not going to happen. But I think part of the thing is, one, PAX probably does need some money. But two, I think, because we have heard some stories about how not having these events like E3, like PAX, hurts them. Like, all indie games rely on PAX for a lot of their marketing. And when you talk about things like, there was a story a couple months ago about a studio where they were working with 2K. 2K messed them up and took some of their talent, and they were trying to sell a new project, and they couldn't because E3 was canceled, and they didn't have a chance to sell a new project and get the funding they need to stay open. So events like this are important for that, but I'm wondering even if this will do anything. Like, would anybody even want to go to this event? With
No,
COVID-19
people will want to
surging?
go. People will want to go to PAX and other conventions just like this, just because its last in-person convention was held in February. So it's just like we're almost going on a year without people having that exclusive access. And it's one thing to have exclusive access online, but it's another thing to have that access in person.
Yeah. Moving on, Monster Hunter the movie has already dropped in China. So I don't know how it drops the 25th here, but it is the Monster Hunter World. The video game is being review bombed because of a line in the movie. Now, I couldn't find what the line was. Did you find that?
I did not know.
Well, it was some line that talked bad about China or the Chinese. I don't know what it was, but the Chinese viewers have been highly upset. It has been edited, and Capcom has issued a statement on social media due to all this backlash. It's interesting to see things like this happen, because again, China is one of the biggest markets we have now, and you think that if you're opening in China first, you'd search that, because everything that goes there is checked so often. The fact that Capcom let this happen is very, very strange. Capcom basically said that they are aware of the situation, and that's not the producer on the Monster Hunter movie, and that it will report the situation to the relevant film companies to investigate. So basically, Capcom wasn't even in charge of this. They weren't producing, they didn't help write anything, and it just ended up crazy.
Right. No, for sure. And the one thing, review bombing happens with all movies that are just universally disliked. Like, it happened with, like, a lot of the Marvel movies with Captain Marvel. It happened with the Snyder movie with BVS. So these things happen. It's weird now how it's coming into video gaming.
Oh, it's not coming
gaming.
into video.
Well, it's in now, but we're just seeing like the merger of the two, and I think it's going to get worse.
Well, review bombing has been in video games for
No.
time.
I mean, like with like the review of the movie about the game, and we're going to be seeing more of this as they create more video game films.
I'm interested to see, because there's also a new Monster Hunter game coming out exclusively for the Switch next year. So they're incentivized to clean this up as much as possible. I'm interested to see if us in America are going to see the unedited version of Monster Hunter, because that's going to be a controversy.
We probably won't.
Yeah. So, let's see. Moving on to our next story. Now, this is something that's been very controversial, and I'm interested to see it. So, there's been a fight over Melee. Because Nintendo, it was like a couple weeks ago, they were going to host a event with a modified version of Melee that gives it online functionality. And Nintendo sent a cease and desist. And Nintendo sent a Nintendo. And people started posting, of course, as they do, free Melee. Nintendo has notoriously never liked the competitive Melee scene, like ever. And so, like, I'm not that surprised when Nintendo says, no, you guys can't have an event. And, honestly, they pulled a boss move today. So, the Splatoon community, Splatoon 2, was going to support Melee by having multiple teams in their NA Open with free Melee hashtags and names like that. And so, Nintendo just canceled it. They just canceled the live stream, canceled the tournament.
Right.
And honestly, I'm interested because many people you have two camps. One camp just doesn't care, and the other side is just saying that it's unfair for Nintendo to be like this and be upset about their community. Nintendo doesn't like this. They don't like the Melee community. They don't like competitive. And many people disagree with why, because Nintendo says this is a party game. And honestly, when you learn about how much stuff the fighting game community has to take out of the game and disactivate in order to make it a competitive game,
right,
and all of that, I'm just you're barely playing their game, and they don't like you guys as a community. And honestly, considering how the Smash community, because this is the one thing I haven't seen anyone bring up, how toxic and awful the Smash community is as a whole. There have been death threats and fighting. A few months ago, they were in hot water because multiple members of the Smash community were found to be pedophiles. I get it when Nintendo says, we're not going to have that at all. I see why Nintendo doesn't like the Smash community. And I'm not saying I'm on their side, but I am saying I get why they don't want it happen.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I also get why it should happen, just because it is a community. And a lot of, you can't control a community like what Nintendo's trying to do with Melee. It's such a popular game. You can't just be yo, okay, we're going to cut it off. And you can't do anything like that, so.
Yeah. So, this is basically never going to be solved. Nintendo's not changing their mind, and people are just going to be mad. Twitch is dropping, now I heard a lot of people complain about this, they are dropping the term blind playthrough for inclusivity reasons. So
yeah, I think this makes sense. Just because you want to be inclusive to all audiences. If a person is blind and you say, "Hey, blind playthrough," that is insensitive to them. I get it. I get how Twitch is trying to grow into be hey, we're not just and it's we're not just gaming, we're content. And so dropping that tag is them building even further, building even more. So that makes complete sense to me. I get why people don't y'all are curving to the SJWs, y'all are doing this, y'all are doing that, y'all aren't putting the people who got you here first. But at the same time, if you want growth, you're gonna have to be uncomfortable. You're gonna have to realize that not everybody agrees with that, and there's a better way to say what you're trying to say.
Yeah, I think part of the problem that gaming and content creators are running into now is all of the stuff that they like to do and all of the like stuff. Because now that everything's being monetized, now that there's money on the line, people have things to say about what's being created and what's being made. And I think that is something that content creators are going to have to figure out how to get around, is how do I still make this content even though I have to live up to a certain level of content creation and make sure everything gets done to a certain level.
Right, no, for sure.
So let's do the Esports awards.
Breakdown. Yes. So
I don't.
Let's go to the let's go to the awards.
Where are the awards?
Just go down. Keep going.
It shouldn't be this hard to find the awards.
It wasn't here. Let's switch these. Here, get
Here,
up.
just find it.
No.
Just find it.
'Cause you.
I'm not getting out of my chair.
Okay. So basically.
So the Esports awards.
Let's just go through.
First one, Streamer of the Year. Voting closed.
Oh no, you can't see.
Let's see if we can still see it, even though. So, while Marcus is doing that, what has been the esports you watched the most this year?
I will say the esports that I have watched the most this year is the Call of Duty League and the 2K League. Unlimited Ammo will be coming back in 2021, so make sure you are there for that. But yes, let's see. So, Esports Coach of the Year, Zeus, Rambo from Dallas, Toby from Big Clam, Grabs, Krusty, Zephyr, Hen, Chrome, Lycan, and Luo. I would go with Rambo from the Dallas. Esports Console Player of the Year in partnership with Surf Gaming, Clayster, Shotzi, Tex, Crimson, Sceptical, Janaps, Fairy Peak, Miss Dozere.
My money's on Fairy Peak.
Do you watch Fairy Peak?
Nah, I just like the name.
Okay, I like Shotzi. Esports Console Rookie of the Year. Go with Shotzi, First Killer, Zizenho, Illy, Joruz, Awakening. I go with Shotzi.
Sachi on both lists. That's
Esports Mobile Player of the Year. Fly, Luxy, Nubros, Surgical Goblin, Mortal, Zugzy, Eferg. I'm not really...
Zugzy.
I'm going with Surgical Goblin. I'm not really a big mobile player, so... Esports Organization of the Year, G2 Esports, NRG, Team Liquid, Envy, Space Station, Cloud9, 100 Thieves, TSM.
100 Thieves.
Yes, I'm going to go with 100 Thieves just because I like the moves they've been making, especially with them coming into the Call of Duty League next year. So I really like the moves they've been making. Esports Player of the Year, Zywo, Knight, Caps, Matumba Bam, David Taniza, Benji Fishy, Rampy, Bungie, Striker, Sinatra, Nitri, Canadian. I'll go with Caps. I really like his content. Esports PC Rookie of the Year in association with Matrix White Keyboards. Don't know any of these people, but Sinatra, Wordo, Tactical, Carey, Spike Foltz. Esports Team of the Year, Dallas Empire, Tops Esports, Vitality, G2 Esports, Space Station Gaming, Team Secret, Damwon, SF Shock, Shanghai Dragon.
Shanghai.
I am going with the Dallas Empire from the Call of Duty League. Esports Analyst of the Year, Sprungy, LS, Frogskin, Fog, Nameless, Wolf, Jacob, Pimp, Winnicky, Reinforced, Veli. I really like what Jacob Wolf does. And just his commentary. Esports Cast of the Year, Merc, Frozen, Vitus, LS, Moses, Landers, Chance, Kickstar, Fog, Henry G. I really like Henry G. Esports Cast of the Year, Play-by-Play, Uber, Maven, Captain Flowers, Quickshot, Dracos, Eba, and their sibling. Odd Pixel. I'm going with Quickshot.
Captain Flowers.
Esports Host of the Year. Anna Zah, Chris Puckett, S-Jock Machine, Frankie Ward, Shiver, Lottie Van Prague, Sue something Dash, Golden Boy.
Golden Boy.
I like Golden Boy. Esports Collegiate Award, University of California at Irvine, Maryville University of St. Louis, Full Sail University, Kevin Hoag, Nance Newell College, Carball, Tyrell Appleton, Tespa. I'm going to go with Full Sail. Esports Content Creator of the Year, Ashley Kang, Esports Talk, Musty Hex, Nate Shot, Up Up Down Down. I'm going with Up Up Down Down. That's personally one of my top 5 favorite YouTube channels. Esports Mobile Game of the Year, PUBG, Clash Royale, Brawl Stars, Free Fire, Arena of Valor, Call of Duty Mobile, Clash of Clans, Mobile Legends.
PUBG.
I like Call of Duty Mobile. Esports Personalities of the Year, Ola, Golden Boy, Ned Shark, Sergio, Dr. Lupo, Faker, Hertz, Frozukrin, Fallen. I like Dr. Lupo.
Golden Boy.
Streamer of the Year, Dr. Lupo, Pokimane, Tim the Tapman, Summit 1G, Gallus, QKC, Ebop, Courage AD, Mortal, L Swag, Asmon Gold. I like Tim the Tapman. Esports Commercial Partner of the Year, I don't care, but Intel, Red Bull, BMW, Logitech, MasterCard, State Farm, Mountain Dew, Game Fuel, Nike, Louis Vuitton. I'll go with Nike. Esports Coverage Website of the Year, ESPN, Esports Observer, Esports Insider, Dexeroto, Liquipedia, HLTV, Discord Esports, Invent Global. I like Discord Esports just because they do retrospectives as well as up-to-date news, so I like that. Esports Game of the Year, League of Legends, CSGO, COD, Modern Warfare, Dota 2, Rainbow Siege, Rocket League, Valorant, F1 2019, Fortnite. I'm going with Valorant just because it's the new game. It's the hottest game. Their latest event had 300,000 viewers, so it's only going up for here, so that's what I'm going with. Esports Hardware Provider of the Year, Razer, AMD, Logitech, Intel, Nvidia, HyperX, Kosar, Access Rug, Alienware, Surf Gaming, Scuff Gaming, Elgato, Respawn.
Alienware.
Okay. And Esports Journalist of the Year, Adam Fitch, Tyler, Fire on Fire, Esberger, Jacob Wolf, Jared Lewis, Richard Lewis, Duncan Shields, Ashley Kang, Emily Rand. I'm going with Jacob Wolf. Esports
Hold up. Go. Esports Publisher of the Year. Scroll down.
Hold up. I was scrolling to that.
Why is Riot Games and Activision Blizzard on here like they're good companies?
But Overwatch.
So Overwatch is like basically dying,
but okay, they were still nominated. So Esports Publisher of the Year, Riot Games, Activision Blizzard, Valve, Ubisoft, Epic Games, PUBG Core, Psychonics, 2K, EA, Supercell, Tencent. I'm going with Epic Games.
If you pick Tencent, you can get Epic Games, Ubisoft, and you get both of those.
Esports Supporting Agency of the Year, ESG Law, Hit Marker Jobs, The Story Mob, Esports Engine, Character Select Agency, Prodigy Agency, Paper Crowns. Don't know any of those.
Skip it.
Esports Content Series of the Year, 100 Thieves, The Heist, TSM Legends, Complexity Through the Smoke, Eavesdrop Podcast, The Story of Score Esports G2, Voice Cons, Team Liquid, The Squad, Chicago Huntsman, The Hunt. I personally like The Story of by The Score Esports.
Complexity Through the Smoke sounds fun.
Esports Cosplay of the Year, Bane Cosplay, Fuss Row Fran, Willow Creative, Sneaky, Glory Limit, Harfi, Little Jim, Laura Lunadar, and Xenox Cosplay. I'll go with Glory.
I don't know. I gotta see the pics.
Esports Creative Piece of the Year, Chasing the Dream G2, Fire on Fire, Faker Piece, 100 Thieves, Uno, League of Legends Cinematic Season Opening, Fly Quest, Tree Quest, Sea Quest, Dota 2, T19 True Stop, Team Liquid Marvel Collaboration, Drink Control FaZe Clan. I'm going with Drink Control FaZe Clan. Esports Content Team of the Year. 100 Thieves G2 1UP Studios Complexity NRG. FaZe Clan Cloud9 LEC.
100 Thieves.
I'll go with 100 Thieves. Esports Videographer of the Year. Sean Doe Complexity. Logan Dotson 100 Thieves. Charles Dalton G2. Pete Nigel. Fnatic. Caroline Parker Stark 1UP in Team Liquid. Cassidy Sanders Cloud9. Para Akigudo Anderson Dignitas. Julian Ramirez NRG. Tumo Vaquervera, sorry I messed that up. NC. And Esteban Martinez FGC. I'm gonna go with Esteban Martinez. Esports Photographer of the Year. Skip that. And finally, Esports Creative Team of the Year. Damien Estrada, AOE Creative, Paper Crowns, Pop Corp, Eller Audrey, CISO HQ, Visual by Impulse, Hugo Bon Nami, and Roma Bib. Excuse me, I'll go with Paper Crowns.
Yeah.
And that was our Esports Games 2020 breakdown.
Now let's go to the big boy.
The Esports 2020.
What are you doing?
They will be broadcasting on.
No.
November. Oh, it already passed. Oh, so it already passed. But
we don't. So we went through all that for nothing.
But hey, we just did our review. We gave our stuff. So
go through the comments. Tell us if we were right.
Yeah.
Here. All right. Enough of this baby stuff. Let's get to the big boy. Game of the year.
The Gaming Awards breakdown.
And this is going to be on the 10th. Same day as Cyberpunk, I think it is. All right. Let's see. Nominees. Look at this.
Well, before we get into, did you hear who the host of the Gaming Awards is?
Yeah, let's talk about those hosts. So there's been a lot of controversy because there are many hosts that are going to be... We're not going to start with Game of the Year. There are many hosts that are going to be like celebrities and stuff. How do you feel about them bringing on celebrities instead of just having gaming personalities?
I think that just goes to the phenomenon what is gaming now and what we're seeing in the culture and just where it is now compared to what it was years ago. And it's just like a person like Stephen A. Smith to be like, yo, I like what y'all are doing here. Let me give my brand to y'all. Let me give y'all a bigger platform, y'all, so y'all can showcase on a higher note. That just shows where gaming is and where it's going.
Yeah, but Stephen A. Smith hasn't talked about games ever. Let's get started.
His brand is big enough. Like, his brand is bigger than the Game Awards. So,
let's get started with Best Esports Team. Our lineup, we have, let me scroll down. Uh-oh. Damwon Gaming, Dallas Empire, G2 Esports, San Francisco Shock, and Team Secret.
I'm going with Dallas Empire, of course, like I did in the Gaming Awards, just because I really like what they did with the Call of Duty League.
Gotta tip my hand to San Francisco Shock. I like that. Best Esports Host, Golden Boy, Machine, Soko, Dash, and Shiver. Golden Boy.
I like Dash. He's pretty good.
Golden Boy. Alright, let's see. Best Esports Game, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Counter-Strike Global, Fortnite, League of Legends, Valorant.
I'll say Valorant.
Fortnite. You can't touch those updates. Best Esports Event, Blast Premier, Call of Duty League Championship, Ico Quoto 2020, League of Legends World Championship, Overwatch League Grand Finals.
The Call of Duty Championship.
I'd probably say League of Legends just because of how big that is.
Right.
Best Esports Coach, we got Zonic, Krusty, Grabs, Zephyr, and Rambo. I don't know these coaches. Let's see. I'm gonna go with Krusty. You know, he's in Overwatch League. That's the only game I know. You know, you gotta play with what you know, people. You gotta play with what you know. You really can't be out here playing from the hip. You know what I'm saying? I don't watch a lot of esports. I really don't. I don't watch a lot of them, but I used to watch Overwatch League. And then, because I am, and still am, a fan of the Shanghai Dragons, you know. Because you got to get it. I'm interested to see, esports aren't usually that big in the Game Awards. I'm interested to see how that affects this year, who presents it and all that. When it comes to being the presenter, I'm wondering how they're going to play that off as far as just playing the... Because it's an interesting controversy in the ideals that you have people who are saying, like, you only want core... I heard someone suggest that they wanted, like, actual developers and people in the industry to be sharing it. I think that's a bit strange and different. Just because, like, honestly, if I'm someone who's on a team, I'd rather have someone famous say it, you know? I mean, it's heartwarming to say, like, oh, this developer from this place gave me one, but I think it'd be cooler if it was, like, Lil Wayne's giving me my trophy. That's, like, 30 times cooler. Alright, we'll skip athlete. Let's get to the games. That's what we're here for, the games. Best debut game. We got Korean, Mortal Shell, Regia, the Ancient Epic, Roku, and Phasmophobia.
I really enjoyed playing Mortal Shell. That was a good game for me. I like that.
Probably for me, Corian, just because of the concept alone. Creator of the Year. We have Alana Pierce, J.Ann Lopez, Nick Merker, Tim the Tatman, and Valkyrie.
So I'm going for everybody that's black, so J.Ann Lopez, but if I have to go with my heart, I'll go with Valkyrie.
Alana Pierce, she's been doing so good at Funhouse and in her own channel, and she also just signed up to be a writer at Sony Santa Monica.
Oh,
shout outs to her.
Going for the white women.
You know what? Don't make me punch you.
All right, going for the white women.
Best multiplayer game. Animal Crossing New Horizons, Among Us, Call of Duty Warzones, Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout, Valorant.
So, my favorite of these games have been Fall Guy. I've really enjoyed myself on that. But if I will say what's probably going to win will probably be Among Us.
It has to be Among Us.
Just because the cultural impact it's had. Like, there's even been United States politicians that's played it. So, I'm going with Among Us.
I mean, I've literally had students play Among Us on the playground. Best sports racing game.
But no, best sports / racing.
Yeah, sports / racing. Dirt 5, F1 2020, FIFA 21, NBA 2K21, which is also NBA 2K20 because they just did the same game again. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2. Gotta give it to Tony Hawk.
Yeah, I do like... have you played Tony Hawk?
I haven't, but I've heard
So, I've played it. It's pretty good. I like it.
Yeah. Let's see. Best sim / strategy. Crusaders King 3, Desperados 3, Gears Tactics, Microsoft Flight Simulator. This is a weird category. And XCOM Chimera Squad.
I like Crusader Kings 3. I really enjoyed that game, and just trying to build your own kingdom while trying to starve off others. So I really like that.
I'd probably give it to Flight Simulator. Alright. Best family game. Animal Crossing, Crash Bandicoot, Fall Guys, Mario Kart, Minecraft, Dungeons, and Paper Mario Origami King.
I'll go with Animal Crossing New Horizon just because that released right as the pandemic really started, and that really brought people together. So,
Best fighting game. I didn't even think a lot of fighting games came out this year.
Yeah, a lot came out.
Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate, Street Fighter V Champion Edition, One Punch Man, A Hero Nobody Knows, Under Night In Birth EX Late.
I'll go with Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate. That was probably one of my favorite games that came out this year. So, yeah.
I'll go
Followed
with
by
Brand.
Street Fighter.
I'll go with Street Fighter just because. Ooh. Best role-playing game. We got Final Fantasy Remake, Genshin Impact, Persona 5 Royal, Wasteland 3, Yakuza Like a Dragon.
I'll go with Persona 5 Royal.
Royal. I love Royal. It's amazing. It's not going to win as much as when it first came out, but it's so good. Best action adventure game. We got Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Ghost of Tsushima, Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales, Ori and the Will of the Wisp, Star Wars Jedi's Fallen Order, and Last of Us Part 2.
Last of Us Part 2 has the best story. So I'm going with that.
But this is about action. I'm going to go with Ghost of Tsushima.
Nah.
Best action game. Doom Eternal, Hades, Half-Life Alyx, Neo 2, Streets of Rage 4.
Hades, by far.
Yeah, probably Hades is going to win this one. Sorry, Doom. Accessibility. So this is recognizing software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features and technology and continue to help games be played and enjoyed by everybody on the audience. I'm wondering what features specifically they added, but they have Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Grounded, Hyperdot, Last of Us Part 2, and Watch Dogs Legion. Probably Watch Dogs.
Yeah, Watch Dogs.
I don't know specifically what they were doing, but I'd just give it to Watch Dogs. Best VR AR, Dreams. So best VR game, Dreams, Half-Life Alyx, Marvel's Iron Man VR, Star Wars Squadron, The Walking Dead, Saints and Sinners.
I would say the Star Wars Squadron.
No, it's got to be Half-Life. That's like monumental. It's basically the very first game in that thing. Best community support. We have Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Fall Guys, Ultimate Knockout, Fortnite, No Man's Sky, Valorant. Fortnite.
I would say Fortnite.
You can't touch them. You just can't touch a Travis Scott concert in your own game. Best mobile game, Among Us, Call of Duty Mobile, Genshin Impact, Legends of Runeterra, and Pokemon Cafe Mix. Either Among Us or Genshin Impact, one of the two.
I would say Among Us.
Best indie, Corian, Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout, Hades, Splunky 2, and Spitfire. Hades.
Yes, no, Hades.
Best ongoing game, Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Warzone, Fortnite, No Man's Sky. Fortnite. You can't touch Fortnite. Games for impact. Now, these are games that have important messages that impact us.
Boo.
They're basically SJW games. I mean, that's sort of what people think about them. We have If I Found, Kentucky Route Zero TV Edition, Spitfire, Tell Me Why, and Through the Darkest of Times. I haven't played any of these games.
I played Tell Me Why. That was alright.
Best performance. We got Ashley Johnson as Ellie.
I don't need to read the rest.
Laurel Bailey as Abby.
Nope.
Desku Taiju as Jin-san. Logan Cunningham as Hades. And Nades Jester as Miles. Probably I'd go with the Ghost of Tsushima one. Sorry about your name, man. Best audio design. Doom Eternal, Half-Life Alyx, Ghost of Tsushima, Resident Evil 3, Last of Us Part 2. Ghost.
I say Resident Evil 3.
Best score and music. Doom Eternal, Final Fantasy Remake, Hades, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, Last of Us Part 2.
Hades.
I'd probably go with Final Fantasy. Best art direction. Final Fantasy Remake, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, Last of Us Part 2.
Last of Us
Ghost.
Part 2.
Best narrative. Uh-oh. We have 13 Sentinels, Aegis Rim. Oh, snap. I didn't even think that would get a nod. Final Fantasy Remake, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, and Last of Us Part 2.
Last of Us Part 2, of course.
I'm going to give it... People hated that story. I'm going to give it to 13 Sentinels just because I don't think it's going to win anything else. Best Game Direction. Final Fantasy Remake, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, Half-Life Alyx, and Last of Us Part 2.
Last of Us Part 2.
I'm going to give it to Final Fantasy Remake just because of how they changed that game. Game of the Year, Big Dog. Doom Eternal, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, Animal Crossing New Horizons, Last of Us Part 2.
I'm going with Last of Us Part 2.
I think Last of Us is going to win. Animal Crossing should win.
Yeah.
Animal Crossing should win, full stop. If you're talking about a game that had impact this year, that was important this year, you're talking Animal Crossing. The only reason why Last of Us is here is because of Last of Us 1, and people were mad about it. That's it. But those are our picks for the Game Awards. And we will see you on the 10th. Do you want to do a review? See how well we did?
Yeah, we're going to probably do a breakdown. What do you think there's going to be a game release after the awards? Like, was it 2 years ago with Super Mario Brothers? And was it Smash? Smash was not last year, 2 years ago.
But I'm thinking, so the Game Awards is also sort of like E3 where they show off big games. A lot of buzz is around Elden Ring. I don't think that's showing up. I'm wondering what Nintendo's going to show this year, just because they've had a light year this year, and next year there's like rumors of a Pro Switch, and they might have like Metroid and stuff. I want Bayonetta. I want to see Bayonetta 3. I am interested to see. There's probably going to be a lot more indie. I'm interested to see how they do this differently than in past years.
Right.
Because in past years, like they are in like Microsoft Studio or something like that. But this year they planned something online. I'm interested to see how they change this up.
No, for sure. But thank you. Do you have anything else?
No.
Thank you for listening. We have a Versus coming up December 18th, 8 p.m. Pokemon. Be on the lookout for that. We have a Super Flow Bros that's already out. We have a special content series coming throughout the holidays to keep you guys entertained while we are away enjoying the holidays with our family. That's about it. And make sure you follow us. Follow me everywhere at Flows My Hero. Follow Metro everywhere at Metro Meta 26. Follow the brand at 26 and Glencoe Media Network. And until next time, peace.
See ya.
All right, everybody. Y'all know who it is, Metro Meta and
At One Marcus Flowers.
And we'd like to thank you for watching and listening to our content. We'd like to thank you even more if you leave a like, a comment.
Subscribe. Definitely subscribe. We need that. Subscribe. Subscription.
And don't forget to share with all your friends and tell us how you feel.
And tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that you got it from 26 and Glencoe Media Network.
Keep it real.